everybody. Everyone say hi. This is Gilligan, and that's Simba, my very jealous dog. You get jealous so easily. So, do you need something? Okay. Back to the video. I just put food for my dogs. I love Gaston, and they made him even more likable in this movie. So let's talk about the most obvious thing to me. Gaston's first interaction with Belle. It's pretty nice. Very sweet guy in this movie. Is how his first interaction with Belle goes in the animated movie. Like so.
Hello, Belle.
Bonjour, Gaston.
How can you read this? There's no pictures.
Well,
Belle, it's about time you got your head out of those books and paid attention to more important things. Like me.
And here is how it goes in the live action movie.
Wonderful book you have there.
have you read it?
Well, not that one, but you know, books.
See a difference? Yeah. He's very, very respectful to her in this movie, and she is very disrespectful towards him. Despite the fact that she's the oddball. She is the weird one in this situation. But he is being nice to her because, quite frankly, he's acting the way I would if I were talking to my crush and trying to bond with them over their interests that I know nothing about. It's like me going over to my crush, being like, "Hey, nice video game you're playing. It looks cool. Seems interesting." And he's like, "Yeah, cool. Have you played this one before?" I'm like, "No, not that particular one, but I like video games. They seem interesting, nice." He's like, and then my crush goes, "Oh, stupid." I'm like, "What? You're being rude for no reason right now." That is the interaction that just happened. And it's so bizarre. Because, like, why? It makes no sense. Not to mention that in this movie, in this universe, he's a war hero. So he's a war hero who is willing to ignore the fact that you are clearly bizarre in terms of this setting. Being polite to you. Actually, it looks like he's the only one being polite to you, like genuinely polite. And this is your answer? It's no wonder no one else talks to you in the town. You're rude. Stuck up princess on her high horse, thinking she's better than the rest of us. What the hell? A lot of people have made the joke and comment in the animated movie that like Belle sees herself as better than the rest. I didn't really see it. It was just like she didn't like living in the countryside. She wanted to like maybe live in the city or something. I don't know. But that was normal enough. Not so much here. Here you're a stuck-up know-it-all who thinks you're better than the rest of us. Why? Anyway, moving on back to Gaston. In this movie, he is a war veteran. He's genuinely nice to Belle, and up until the point where he spontaneously makes a heel-face turn and just ties Maurice out into the woods.
Gaston goes from 0 to murder pretty quick, leaving Maurice to be eaten by the wolves.
After he followed him out there to help him find Belle. To be honest, that scene didn't make much sense to me, which is why my new headcanon is the Enchantress cursed Gaston. I mean, seriously, how else do you explain this? What the hell? We had no indication.
That crazy old loon, he needs all the help he can get.
What?
Genius.
In this movie, we've had no indication that he is a villain. Perfectly nice. The worst he's done is called Belle pretty. Like, I guess you could say he was objectifying her, but like, seriously? He called a pretty girl pretty. Didn't even really harass her. On compliments are compliments harassment now? Explain. It's bizarre to me that in this movie where I assume they're trying to make Belle look more feminist, which I didn't realize Belle wasn't feminist. Apparently, from what I understand, they're trying to make Belle look more feminist here, and in turn, they just make her look jerk. Yikes. Also, something they did in this movie that I don't think they made intentional, other than, you know, make Gaston nice and make Belle
Okay. This is not how good people behave. Everyone, go home now.
know-it-all jerk. They also made the Beast a jerk.
Joking. You're making her dinner.
We thought you...
You gave her a bedroom? No. She's the daughter of a common thief.
Gaston is now a nice guy, and
For your dinner table.
the Beast is a jock jerk. Or, well, a royal jerk. I mean, let's be honest, there's no difference at this point. Jocks are basically the royalty of whatever school they're in. Anyway, yeah, honestly, this movie feels like they've switched the personalities of the Beast and the Prince. Like, in the first movie, and the Beast acted like a prince, but looked like a beast. Yeah, he acted like a tortured prince, like a prince who's been isolated for like 10 years, has no idea how to interact with humans, but, like, you know, he was still human. Like, he feels bad about imprisoning Belle. He realizes that she could be the answer to his curse issue. And then, you know, the combination of feeling bad and realizing that, you know, maybe if I treat her well, the curse will be lifted, leads him to show her around the palace, and try and be nice to her and tell her, yeah, you know, you're allowed to roam around, do whatever you like, just stay out of the West Wing. Which, in the live action, they remove that. Now it's Lumiere and Cogsworth, which honestly makes it that the scene where Belle wanders into the West Wing is a lot less impactful, because for all the Beast knows in the live action movie, she doesn't know that she's not allowed in that part of the palace. So his anger is very much unjustified, whereas in the animated movie, he specifically told her, you can go wherever you like, just not here.
The castle is your home now, so you can go anywhere you like, except the West Wing.
What's in the West?
It's forbidden!
So when he finds her in there, he's justifiably angry because that's the one place he said don't go.
I warned you never to come here!
I didn't mean...
Realize what you could have done! Get out!
Oddly enough, this movie is very adamant in keeping Belle and the Beast very separate. The Beast is a jerk. He locks her in her room, tells her she's not allowed out, he yells at her, calls her father a common thief. Oh, and the great library scene where it shows that the Beast is now in love with Belle, and he gives her the library as like a show of his love.
Belle, there's something I want to show you. But first, you have to close your eyes. It's a surprise.
Can I open them?
No, not yet. Wait here.
Now can I open them?
All right. Now.
I can't believe it. I've never seen so many books in all my life.
You like it?
It's wonderful.
Then it's yours.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, now he's just showing off. Just, you know, I'm rich, I'm a prince, I have all this stuff. Look at this wide library I have, you know. You could try wandering around here for a bit in my riches.
Well, there are a couple of things in here you could start with.
I swear, this movie really did just, like, swap Gaston and the Beast's personality up until, like, the finale, where they realized, oh yeah, this isn't gonna work. Gaston's supposed to be the bad guy. We need to make the Beast nice now, and make him evil. Honestly, about like them wanting to keep as separate as possible. It's like by doing that, they also make it so that neither of them really cares about the other. I mean, honestly, nostalgia critics had it best.
Both their lack of being invested in anything. I think the real couple I want to see get together in this is these two.
Yes, nostalgia critic. I would have to very much agree. By the way, if Miracle have stumbled upon my channel and don't know who the nostalgia critic is, go watch his videos. He's a really entertaining guy, very sweet. He does like a charity shout out at the end of every video, which I wish I could do, but I don't have the numbers for that. So remember to hit that like button, subscribe button, leave a comment, do all the things to make the algorithm remember that I exist, so that one day when I have enough of a following to make any kind of impact, I may also do a charity shout out. Seriously though, go check him out. Go check out the charity shout outs that he does. I'm all too broke to be able to help him. Or like, give anything to those charities, but I wish I could. I guess this is my way of doing it, encouraging all of you to go check it out. About how much they made Gaston likable in this movie, that there have been just like a plethora of fix-it fan fiction about just like making Gaston nice again. Of them shipping him with Luffy, because they're cute together. Speaking about the last act, Maurice's actions, they make no sense. So Maurice goes into town. He's yelling and screaming about a beast that's kidnapped Belle. Everyone in the town calls him crazy, despite the fact that of the movie he's not an inventor, he's like a painter or something. No real reason to call him crazy. Yeah, they quirk to Belle, which I don't really understand. Anyway, everyone calls him crazy, but Gaston decides to follow him to try and find Belle, I guess. Gaston kind of loses it for a second. After LeFou calms him down, Gaston says that, well, this.
I'll talk to my future father-in-law now, is it?
And, Maurice's response
Is it?
You will never marry my daughter.
And my response to
You will never marry my daughter.
that is, well, why? Maurice wasn't there when Belle rejected Gaston, so it's not like he knows his daughter doesn't want this, right? Oh, even if he does know, this is the only person who has been willing to believe you and come to try and find your daughter when you were spouting nonsense about a magical beast in a castle with talking furniture. Why would you say this? And why would you be so adamant about it in the middle of the woods? What is your thought process? Why? From Maurice's point of view, right now, Gaston should be looking pretty nice. He is the only one who's been willing to listen to you. But you basically spouting gibberish. And that's your reaction? This?
You will never
Really?
marry my daughter.
Like, the explanation they gave for the castle staff being cursed, I didn't really get it in the first movie, and it did bother me, so I like that they gave an explanation here, but I kind of wish they had shown the prince getting abused. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like seeing kids getting hurt, but it would have made a bigger impact if we'd seen what exactly had happened and how like the servants might have wanted to intervene but like couldn't because, well, it's a monarchy, can't really do much against the king. Yeah, it would make the Enchantress look like a dick, but honestly, the Enchantress looks like a dick regardless because she separated them from their friends and family for years by making them forget them. Speaking of which, did none of those people have children in that town? Of the servants in the palace had spouses and children in that village. And, like, the Enchantress made the village forget for at least 10 years that everyone in the palace who worked in the palace existed. Where do they think their children come from? Did the Enchantress create a whole other fake spouse for the people in that village so that they wouldn't question things? In that case, like, there are so many implications about this. But still, I would have liked to see... Anyway, I would have liked... The closest thing we get is the scene where Chip is singing a song over the prince's bed as he watches the prince sleeping Which, now that I think about it, if that was an adult doing it to a child, that'd be very creepy. Moving on. Oh, goodness gracious, the book. So, people
have always had an issue with
Beauty and the Beast being sort of a Stockholm Syndrome movie. And to that, the writing staff for this movie said, "Ha! You don't know the half of it. We have literally given her a magic book that can take her anywhere with little to no danger at any time, and she just stays there." Question, like, even if the Enchantress didn't, like, alter Gaston into a to fit her narrative, which I'm not convinced she didn't, but if she didn't, why is a bratty prince more worthy of getting the magic bibbidi bobbidi boo treatment? Veteran war hero who has provided his town with food for a very long time. So, like, is Gaston not given the fairy godmother treatment? I'm like, I've done a lot of good. You think she'd help him? Why? I don't want to go into detail. Go now. So I'm gonna let you go. But hey, before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and do all the things for the algorithm to push around my videos. Because that would be nice. I really enjoy that. Thank you. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.